Canada has introduced fresh immigration pathways to attract foreign talent into the country, a move that's likely to benefit Indian tech workers the most. 10,000 holders of the US H-1B visa will be eligible to apply for a Canadian work permit next month. The H-1B is a US visa that allows employers to employ foreign workers in specialty occupations. 65,000 of these visas are approved every year, with 2/3 granted for computer-related occupations. Indians form the largest cohort of the H-1B visa holders, taking up more than 70% of the total permits last year. The expansion of visa eligibility follows new processing rules under which Indian nationals can renew their visas in the US itself. Previously, workers had to visit a US consulate back in India to do so. Local reports say that the wait for an appointment could be more than 2 years. For more, Ishan Garg joins us live. He is in New Delhi. Ishan, the expansion of visa eligibility, it is set to further benefit Indian workers specifically, especially those with the H-1B visa processing changes made during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the United States. Can you walk us through, though, how these new rules could perhaps open up new opportunities for workers in India in North America?
Well, first of all, let's touch upon the recent changes that Canadian law is bringing in, which is allowing for more H-1B tech talent to come into Canada. Now, as you pointed out, about 3/4 of the H-1 visas that were granted last year, those were to Indian tech employees in the fields of computer sciences and information technology. And similar trend has been seen in the past few years as well. So an overwhelming majority of H-1B visa holders are Indian engineers. And now this provides them an opportunity to go to Canada and work there as well. Canada has been one of the top choices for many Indian students to go and study, but as a work destination, it's often lagged behind United States, United Kingdom and Australia. But now with these new changes coming in, it's likely to become a lot more easier for Indian employees to go work in Canada. Now, Canadian government is also looking at bringing in a digital nomad visa under which somebody can go to Canada, look for work in 6 years and 6 months, and if they find it, their visa stay will be extended. So that could be another route that could open up new possibilities for Indian technology workers. As the world is looking at growth of more jobs in the fields of cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning, there are countries like Canada that want to benefit from the massive tech talent pool that India creates. And these visa changes that are now coming in Canada, and with the opening up of new consulates and speeding up of the process of H-1B visas themselves, a lot of Indian tech workers are likely to benefit in the next few months.
Right, so the opportunities appear then to have widened for those workers with talent. But how is this visa expansion going to affect India's already large brain drain problem?
It's a very delicate issue for the Indian government because on one side, Indian brain drain has meant that a lot of very lucrative talent is leaving the country, going to work for bigger companies, larger tech companies like Google, Meta in the United States. But at the same time, India is also very keen to enhance its mobility partnerships with different countries so that these movements can be facilitated. On one hand, it means benefits for Indian tech workers, but on the other, analysts say that it also means that India has a representation in foreign countries and what Prime Minister Modi has called a human bridge between different cultures. And we have seen how Indian diaspora can play a huge role in connection between the Indian government and foreign governments. So this brain drain problem is a delicate one for India. Indian officials are now saying that as the looming problem of layoffs in the tech industry is becoming a problem for many tech workers, they are now looking towards moving back to India. So India's burgeoning startup ecosystem could actually be the solution to this brain drain problem.
Ishan, thank you for that. Ishan Garg there in New Delhi.